Sup, dudes? I might have to do this one kind of fast because I hear banging outside, so I'm not sure how long that's going to go on for and whatnot. Um, yeah, sometimes I'm not sure how this fucking thing goes. I'm not sure there's like a way I'm supposed to have it or whatnot. Who cares, right? Anyways, I just want to say something before I go into everything. Like the job I left that I'm gonna sue for my $2,000 just because they're assholes and I don't even care about the money, but just they're a bunch of douchebags. I don't know what they rank in like the happiness or whatever, but the job I'm working now was like ranked in the top 10 of small businesses best places to work, and it totally feels it already. Like I'm already like going to boxing again and shit, or I'm hitting the bag again and missing less workouts. And what was it? They gave me like a work phone and shit like that, and they're giving me a phone allowance for my own phone. And they're like, we just want to be able to get a hold of you. Consider yourself on call. And like the official like PTO policy is, if you need a few hours, go ahead and just take your phone with you. If you need a whole day, go ahead and take the PTO. I was like, that's rad as shit. So like, I have a meeting tomorrow, but my mom, who's minding my dad recovering from the stroke, has a dentist appointment. So I'm just gonna go like take my meeting on my phone while I mind my dad, and she goes does her dentist thing and come right back and like do my timesheet and shit and wait for the rest of the time clock to run out. Like that's a real job. You know what I'm saying? The one thing I am going to say though, it is like back when I was saying the reason why I believe I have a case for getting my PTO paid out and all the extra 8% tacked on, all that bullshit, is because it was in the offer letter that they would pay me that shit. In this offer letter, it specifically states that like if I don't keep my certs current, I'm fired. So I've got to keep my certs current. So part of my job is studying for certs and shit like that. So that's cool as shit. Just wanted to point that out. But that's why it's so cool. It's like you want something, they want something. You got to be marketable, and then you get treated good. Like at the other job, I could have let my certs lapse. No one would give a fuck. They'd be like, "Ah, we got you now. Ah, we're gonna work your ass to the bone and all that bullshit." But this place, like, no, we want you to stay current. We want you to be happy. We want two-way street going on. Again, best. It was voted top 10 best place. One of the top 10. I'm not gonna say which one. I don't want to dox them and all that bullshit. It was voted one of the top 10 best places to work at for small businesses. Fucking awesome as shit. Anyways, like, look, man, I'm not even very active on social media anymore right now, just because not even I have the time. It's just boring. It's Biden makes everything boring. Everyone knows the elections are rigged. Everyone knows that it's a deep state thing. Everyone knows, like gas is $7 a gallon now. Like no one gives a fuck about about political bullshit right now. Like they know you sold them out. They don't give a fuck. Like they're just ignoring you now. Everyone with half a brain is ignoring you and buying crypto and silver. That's what it is. Anyways, so I just want to like I don't know what it is. I think it's happening less, but I got another people keep asking me. They keep thinking this is like some kind of an act or some kind of like a misdirection. They're like, oh, so like you and Sandy Patterson, Sydney wants you. Because really, right? Like because like you keep talking. I'm like, no, I mean like you guys keep asking me stupid questions and whatnot, and this dumb bitch does stupid things. And then on the record, I want to say like they asked me. Someone asked me if I was her boyfriend because she's talking about being in a relationship. I'm like, A, I don't think she is. But B, no, I'm not. I'm single as fuck. I'm super duper happy. Like, look, I'm getting paid super duper. The only hassle I have right now in my life is that my dad's recovering from a stroke. Was for that, I'd have even more free time and shit like that. Like, I'm super happy as can be. I'm waiting for crypto to like go back up to the moon so I can like basically oh man, I don't want to say it. Like this is gonna sound so bad. So I can like just go meet a bunch of porn stars at certain clubs that they go to and be like, oh no, I'm just here to get to know you as a person and take you out to lunch and all that bullshit. Haha, gotcha. And then like all that bullshit because it's like it's creepy if you pay for it, and if you pay for it, then they'll see you as a customer. But if you're just like someone who gets them and all that bullshit, then like you're like, whoa, 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 like I'm paying your friend to give me the dance, but I mean, if you want to talk about it afterwards, we can like go out for brunch and whatnot. Yeah, this is my car. You can go ahead and sit in my car and whatnot. Yeah, we can chill at my place if you want to and all that bullshit. But you know, it's the things that you do when you have a whole bunch of money. Like I didn't cash out my crypto last time, but I'm gonna cash out the next spike and all that bullshit. Anyways, so the stupid bitch that the people are asking me why is because she said something about like dogs and whatever and relationships or whatever. First off, like keep in mind that most of the people on who live their life on Tinder, Twitter, it's bullshit, staged. So you have to ask yourself, a, are you someone who's been in a relationship before? And if you are, to ask yourself, does this seem like something someone in a relationship would say or do? And no, it doesn't. Okay, so I wouldn't be shocked if that bitch is single as fuck. All right, but if she's not, if she really is dating some simp who they argue about dogs all day long, I'm happy for you, more power to you, all the best, all that bullshit. Now, the reason why I think it's bullshit is because it also goes back to what I was talking about social engineering and Elizabeth Hayden and Rhapsody and all that bullshit. The reason why it's easy to look anyone who's been in a real relationship, it never happens. It never, at least none of the ones I've been in, it's never, hi, I think you're pretty. I bought you some flowers. I like to get to know you as a person. Would you like to go out? I bought some tickets to a movie. Never goes like that. If it's shit like that, it's like sugar daddy, sugar baby kind of shit. Or sugar mama, sugar boy kind of shit. It's like, hey, I got this like Dom Perignon in a limousine and this ticket to like first class seats. Come on now, bitch. That's kind of like what it really is, right? Maybe in the 50s, I bought you flowers and candy work, but never in my lifetime have I seen that shit work. As a matter of fact, I learned at a very young age because I mean, this is a whole other story. There's a whole other video some other time, but there's like Mormon church and there's like Spanish Mormon church. So like Mormon church is just like a bunch of white people doing like praying to Jesus and just praising Joseph Smith and all that bullshit. Spanish Mormon church is like all the gangs just like didn't bring like one time I shouldn't say this. One time me and my brother who's not on Twitter, when my mom would make us go to church, Spanish church, we would like have a game where we would like pick people's pockets who would sit in the rows above us because if you got there early, you got a pew, and if you got there late, you had to sit in the overflow in the chairs, and it was like Spanish church. So we would like pick people's pockets and try to like get away with it. And one time we picked someone's pocket and we got like a switchblade, and we're like shit. So we like put it back in and all that bullshit. Anyways, so I remember I was walking around the hallways and I saw this like dude like smacking the shit out of this girl, like smack, smack, right? Like beating the shit out of her. And I was like, you better leave her alone. And the dude just looked at me and he smacked. No, I'm pretty sure he like punched me right in the gut. And I remember I passed out. No, not that. No, he punched me right in the face. I remember he punched me in the face and I passed out. And I woke up, I had like a welt on my face, and the bitch who was getting smacked was yelling at me, telling me that like I didn't know him and that he wasn't hurting her and that it was okay. And all I was like, damn, so you just really can get involved in that bullshit. And then on top of that, I'm pretty sure my oldest brother made fun of me for having a poofy face. Haha, you're a poofy face. Haha, poofy face. Poofy face. Who am I? Who am I? I'm you. Oh, with a poofy face. I got a poofy face. It's the kind of shit that, because it's what it is. But anyways, so like that kind of like shit, that's shit you read about in books. Now, every single time I've been in a relationship, it more or less goes like this. I meet them, uh, they fucking one way or another, they like tell me something or they stare at me awkwardly or something like that, right? It just kind of creeps me out a little bit. So I go about my business. And then they tell me later on, I mean, I think they're hot and shit. But then, like, later on, they tell me that, like, all their friends think we're dating and that they think we make a good couple. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then they're like, well, why aren't we? Why haven't you asked me out? I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, do you want me to ask you out? And they go, not if I have to ask you to. And I'm like, okay, so do you want to, like, go out then? No, you don't mean it. I'm like, I mean it. Let's go get some coffee. I don't like coffee. You should know that I like Frosties. Why didn't you ask me to go get a Frosty? I'm like, do you want to get a Frosty? No, because you didn't. I had to tell you. That's when you know like you're in a relationship, because it's like there's no way out of it at that point. Like I have to go through it to get out of it. That's normally what happens. So people don't sit around. I think my dogs are sad. No, it doesn't happen like that. What happens is like your dog pissed on my bed again. Why is your dog on my bed? I told you to get your dog off my bed. But my dog likes the bed. It's my bed. It's my apartment. It's your dog. You see the problem here? That's normally what it really is. All right. So that's why I think she's full of shit. If she's not full of shit, then more power to her. Hope she's happy. All that bullshit. All right. So now let's get back to the real shit. Let's get back to theta. All right. Theta's up a little bit right now. I still think it's a buy, but DCA buy. Don't put everything into it right now, even at 138, whatever it's at. Right, last I checked, I'm probably gonna put another $1,000 or $2 into it, maybe this week, next week. I want to get some more theta and T fuel, but I don't think the fireworks are over yet. I think we got a little bit more ways to go, just because the banks are dying and it's an election year. It's not like the pros, like the president is the pros, but it's like everyone's watching like the NCAA playoffs. Everyone's like, it's like college playoffs coming up, so it's moderately big. So they have that thing going on. So they gotta pay all their politicians and rig all their campaigns. So they're going to be playing with the markets. That's why it's a time to accumulate. This is what it is. I mean, you should be hip to that jive by now. So I'm going to show you guys something, because the main thing I want to point out is like, from my point of view, the only thing breaking my balls is everyone's like flipping out about T-bill and G-pool still. They're stopping it a little bit and they're putting it back in. But look, as of the lowest point that I got to with my T-fuel was 78,000. The highest I got from it was like 200,000. And keep in mind that you have the equivalent of T-bill. So I put in about 150,000. So I've gained 50,000 and I've lost like 70,000. So I mean, like, and I'm back up to like average. I'm back up to like break even point, give or take. So you guys just have to understand what they're really doing. And there's something I want to point out. I keep on telling people to buy built and they don't understand how to get it. So I'm just going to show you guys that thing real fast and just like, stop asking me these stupid questions. If you ask me stupid questions, ask me stupid questions about how to make money. Don't ask me stupid questions about like dogs and shit like that. It's a fucking dog. I mean, you ever seen a dog like walk into a room and stop halfway and start licking its asshole and then like walk back out the way it came? I mean, fucking give a shit what a dog thinks. All right, so look, this is damn, that was a good one. Oh man. So look, this is Data Swap, hosted by Gpool, mirror of Data Swap, adopted for MetaMask wallet. I'm not connecting my shit to this, all right? I'm just show you guys something, all right? This is regular Data Swap. See Data, Gpool Data Swap, regular Data Swap, swap.datatoken.org/swap, dataswap.io, dataswap.io, swap.datatoken.org. See? Boom, 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 boom. Swap.data, data swap. Swap.data, data swap. That's simple, okay? So at swap.theta, the original one, the only thing you can trade for, right, at this point in time is T-drop. All you can do is connect your wallet and swap T-fuel for T-drop. That's it. You can't do anything else. All right? If you want, you can import some tokens, which I'm sure, like you have to manually put in the T-bill, manually put in the B-dog, manually put in the build, all that bullshit, and then you can swap, right? It's not that hard. You would think. Some people would fuck it up all the time. All right? Anyways. Data swap. Swap.theta. Data swap. Swap.theta. Data swap. So at dataswap.io, they've already loaded all that shit. So you can get your T-bill, your T-drop, your USDC, your WBTC, your WETH, your big dog, and your built. In this case, built. All right. Now, Bilt's pre-sale is through swapping for theta fuel. There's only 30. There's only going to be there's going to be 500 million. I think it's 500 million built in total, but they're going to burn 50 million and have that go down to 450. They're only going to release 30 million on the pre-sale. So if you want access to Built first, you have to swap T Fuel for it. G Pool is letting you natively swap it for it. All you got to do is connect your MetaMask wallet to it. So everyone who's like, oh man, G Pool's a scam. They want to steal your T Fuel and all that bullshit. They just don't get it. And I'm not trying to be harsh on them or like, harsh on your mellow or piss on your foot and tell you it's rain and all that. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to let you guys understand that we all got hurt by the fucking economy. We all got hit by the crash. I'm telling you, as someone who's looking at like, look, I'm telling you, like I went from like just under 7 figures on just theta, my whole portfolio with the Litecoin, the Bitcoin Cash, all my shit, my Ethereum, all that shit. I was over at the height. I was like 1.2 million. All right, now I'm sitting at like $60,000. Okay, I get it. I get it. It's a kick in the balls. All right, don't sell your shit. Don't quit your day job. As long as you have money coming in, you can keep on getting more, and you can buy this dip. All right, there was 1.2 million. When it goes back up even higher, maybe it would be at 10.4 million. You know what I'm saying? That's the power of hodling, compounding your investments. Don't sell. Don't be paper hands. That's all I'm saying. All right, I'm gonna go do other shit because I just want to do other shit. I don't have time for this shit because it's just it's got boring. That's what I'm saying. Like, like this shit isn't fun. Making videos, everyone thinks being like an influencer is gonna be fun. No, man. Like, come on, man. That's just a job. Do that shit. I'm gonna wake up every day and be like, "Hi everyone, so happy to see you. Look at my wonderful chin." No, I'm gonna do that bullshit. I'm gonna scratch my balls. I want to do my shit. I want to smoke a little bit. I want to make money on crypto. I want to go about my life and do my shit. I want to fucking give a fuck what you assholes do. Oh, dear influencer, today my balls finally dropped, and I was able to go to the candy store and looked at her right in the face, and she said hi. I said, to pee myself. Oh, really? Yeah. Really? You stupid, dumb piece of shit. Everyone's a baby now. That's what it is. Like, you should just let people figure it out on their own. You should. It's kind of like a game. It's like, will they? And they take bets on it. It's like, again, when we were younger, all my brothers, even the one who's on Twitter, we used to take bets because Mormons, they have, they want more rice. Rice doesn't kill birds. It's a fallacy. They have that thing where it's like with a testimony meeting, and then we would take bets to which one was going to cry or not. And my mom would get mad at us and pinch us because we couldn't do that, but we did it anyways. Yeah. Oh man, this is what it is. Just gotta like be aware of the real shit and make moves on it. Don't conflate the fact that the market went down with the G pool being a scam. I'm pretty sure G pool's operating at a loss just because they like want to be able to benefit the community and they're trying to build into something better. So I get where you're coming from. If you didn't maintain control of your tokens the entire time, I would probably be there with you. But they've done everything they can to go out of their way and bend over backwards to allow you to retain control of your assets and just all you gotta do is let the algorithm play out. Let it play out. That's what it is. And right now, one T fuel will get you. Yeah, I guess it's not showing because I don't have my wallet connected, but whatever. Anyways, I'm kind of done with this shit. I'm gonna do other shit. All right, guys, peace out.